How's it going, guys? Welcome to episode 13 of our animal adventure. And we're starting off with some otters. We brought them in the house. And we're hanging out here with Harrison, Junior, Missy, and Nessie. You might have to watch that camera so we can make sure that everyone gets to see them. They're eating some fish over here, playing with some toys. And we're going to hang out with otters tonight. We have a special guest. Lola's going to be out here tonight, which is our porcupine. And we are going to be hanging out with some monkeys, too. So we're super excited. Remember to share this live as much as you possibly can. And comment any questions you have about our animals. These guys are going to be batshit crazy tonight. Yeah, how you doing? Whenever they come in the house, they kind of want to smell out every little thing they possibly can and put their fingers in everything. So they'll run around like maniacs. They will squeak a bunch. The noisiest one in here will probably be Nessie. No, I'm sorry. Just kidding. Ollie will probably be the noisiest one. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. So 3 out of the 5 otters are almost full grown. Hey, how you doing? If I had to guess, that's Junior, because he likes to jump up on my shoulders and eat my hat. Hey. So last week, we had a little problem with our Wi-Fi. We did an outside live, and we did an inside live. We lost connections. Hopefully, our connection's much better this week. Remember, our guided safari tours, our summer special, our safari summer special, ends September 3rd, actually. So if you want to come out here, the guided tours are $25. It includes an otter, sloth, and a kangaroo encounter, plus all the feed. After that, we shut down for a week, and we start building our spooky safari. And that will be $25 per person. It'll be a sloth encounter, kangaroo encounter, all the feed, but plus we'll have the corn maze, we'll have the corn pit, we'll have the pumpkin patch. The entire property will be decorated, which we're super pumped for. Can you grab my phone? And all the tour guides will be dressed up from characters of the Wizard of Oz. You guys can bring your kids or yourselves and get dressed up. It's going to be pretty awesome. We just opened up our calendars for that, so make sure if you want to come out, especially in October, you book very early because those tours book up very, very fast. You want to tell them about some of the otters that are hanging out here? Oh, that must be Ollie.
Yes. So all of our otters are Asian small-clawed otters. So they're actually the smallest species of otter living on this planet. So full-grown, they're only going to be about 2 feet long and about 10 to 12 pounds. And when they come on over, I'll point them out. The Junior, Missy, and Nessie are 3 older otters. The females especially are actually pretty close to being done growing. They just have to thicken out a little bit more in their tails because their tails are going to be super flat. But these guys are not only the smallest species of otter, but they're also the most vocal species of otter and the otter that spends the least amount of time in the water. So even though they don't spend a lot of time in the water, they're still really great swimmers. They can actually reach really high speeds of up to about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And they're known to be able to hold their breath for about 3 to 5 minutes, which is probably one of the coolest things about them.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, hello, Harrison.
So this happens to be one of their favorite toys, believe it or not. It has a ping pong ball and a rock in it. And the reason why they like it so much is it also has a hole that they can try to put their fingers in and take the rock out. But as you can see, I'm the only one having fun with the ball. Oh, yeah.
When they eat, it's the cutest thing ever.
While you're chewing? I love you.
Junior was just trying to get your attention.
Junior. So this is Junior right here. This is Ollie.
That's Harrison.
That's Harrison. That's Missy.
And if you guys have been...
And Nessie's right here coming out.
She's like looked at the camera really fast. But if you guys have been following our lives for a while, you guys would know exactly who Harrison is, which is pretty cool. He doesn't look very recognizable at all. He looks completely different. He was a lot smaller when we used to do lives with him.
We would probably move that back a little bit.
We would do health checks for him.
And then keep going. And then put it up just a tad. That should be good.
How you doing?
I don't know if you guys can hear it because the phone has to be a little further away tonight. But when they're chewing, it is the cutest sound ever. Come here, you want that?
Harrison, Junior, Missy, Nessie, come here.
Now, looks like we have a decent amount of people tuning in tonight. Remember, share this live right now so we can get it out to more people. In a little while, we're going to have some amazing animals come out here. Tonight's going to be the first night that we have Lola, our African crested porcupines, coming out, which is going to be awesome. And we're going to bring some monkeys out, which would be really cool. And you guys can ask any questions, and we will get you the answers. We have a little bowl here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but hey, what you doing? Oh, now you guys want to play, huh? Yeah. It's really hard to focus and talk when you're hanging out with otters sometimes.
Especially when they're this cute. You're so cute. Yes.
And when they're chewing, it's so loud. Normally, I should be wearing sneakers in here because they like to chew on feet. So hopefully my feet will be good. What questions do we have so far?
So a few questions and comments. One, Dan Pawa said nice socks.
Thank you, Dan. I love you, Dan.
Taylor said hello, how's the pool coming?
Almost done. It was supposed to be done this weekend, but it was delayed. I'll post pictures tomorrow. Both of them, one of them's like 85 to 90% completed, and the other one is probably 50% completed. So hopefully in the next couple of days, one of them will be completed. But we'll see. I'll post pictures tomorrow, but I didn't want to post anything. I wanted to surprise everybody with how amazing they're coming out. We're super pumped about it.
Kristen wants to know if they are river otters.
These are Asian small-clawed otters. So there are 13 different species of otter on this planet. These happen to be the smallest of the 13 species. They happen to be the most vocal of the 13 species. And they are the species that spends the least amount of time in the water. I don't know who chews louder, Ollie or my daughter.
I love you.
She just said Ollie.
It sounded like she said Ollie.
She just said Ollie.
Jenny said hello from Georgia.
Hey Jenny, from Georgia. What part of Georgia are you from?
What are they eating?
They are eating rainbow trout. And I don't know if you guys can hear,
Don't do that.
but they were just starting to fight with each other. And if anyone can hear me in my house right now that's watching, bring me out a towel if you can. You can bring the towel out from my bathroom. There's a white one.
Dan wants to know if they can be trained to make certain noises on command.
Yes, they can be trained. They're super intelligent, but Dan, you know me better than anybody. I can't train anybody or anything to do anything. So if I was better at training, then yes, they could. But these guys are extremely intelligent. They actually mimic birds. They sound exactly like birds, which is pretty crazy. But you could teach them pretty much anything. They are so smart. They understand everything you say, which is pretty incredible. But like I said, I'm not good at training things. My dog still has accidents in the house.
Jenny is from
Marietta, Georgia. Very nice. That is awesome. So I don't know how many shares we have. How many shares do we have so far? Hope you guys are sharing this live. We want to see how far this one can go. Our last live was pretty awesome.
So far, 10 shares.
10 shares. We got to get some more shares, guys. If there's 78, how many people watching?
There is 64.
64 people. If 30 of you guys can share this live right now, we'll start reaching a lot more people. And if you're just tuning in and wondering why we're asking everyone to share, that is because if we get a certain amount of people watching while we are live, Facebook will monetize our account for live videos, which means, well,
Why do you have that on your head?
because I thought they would jump up and grab it. Apparently they don't want to. Come on, who wants the towel? Junior, you want the towel? So share this live, please, while we are on live.
Chelsea shared, Rosemary shared, Jenny shared.
Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing. It's incredible how far it goes when people share. It's unbelievable. And you can't type I can't type on the what's it called?
They pin a comment or something?
No, what's the thing
The
on the top?
description.
Like on the description, if I type for you to share this, they won't let anyone even see it. So you can't even ask people to share. So I can tell you to share it, but I can't type it. That's why I don't put it on every post, or I would. For some reason, when Facebook sees the word me asking you to do something, when it comes to sharing or commenting, they legitimately shadow ban you, so we don't want that to happen.
Okay.
So if you're just tuning in, ask us lots of questions. Right now we're hanging out with 5 of our otters, and they are running around our room like maniacs. And if anyone does ask the question, do they live inside this house? They do not. They live outdoors. But once in a while we bring them in the house, and they hang out.
Dan said, I'm starting to think Sean and Al are more amused by the toy than the otters.
It's a cool toy. Yeah. It's hard to get the rock out. And they do it so easy when they play with it. Where are they going? They're so crazy.
Who's that?
Junior.
Junior!
Ollie, you gonna play with
So
the ball?
when we get to 30 shares, we'll bring in another animal.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we're gonna incentivize people to share. And how about some questions, guys? What can we answer about our otters? If you have any personal questions for us, anything about our animal park, anything about our safari, something we've always wanted to know, anything related to us, our animals, our business, or anything you want to know, even outside of here.
I'm trying to think of any questions that I have for you.
You have a question for me?
I'm trying to think if I have one. I can't think of anything.
Halfway there, 15 shares.
We need- What's the question?
What is the average lifespan of an otter?
About 15 years.
Get him, Ollie. Tell him.
They're all fighting underneath the couch right now. Come on, guys, no fighting.
I'm always trying to tell him to come out here.
How likely are your otters to have baby otters?
We would love for that to happen, but it sometimes doesn't happen. Otters in captivity sometimes don't mate as well as they would in the wild, and because they're monogamous, they have to pick their mate. So hopefully these guys, at least one of them chooses another. We do have 2 males that are unrelated to all 3 of these females, so you never know. Fingers crossed, that would be amazing, but if they don't, that's fine too. But it is part of our goal to get them to mate, because otters are creeping up onto the list of endangered animals. They're thinking that they may be added to them pretty soon, so it would be really nice to have a nice breeding program here, like we do with our lemurs, which is pretty cool.
Stacy said, let's go people, let's share. I want to see more of them.
That's what I'm talking about, Stacy. We got to get a lot of shares here. We need 15 more people to share, and then we're going to put our otters away and bring out some other incredible animals.
Carrie wants to know what the private tours with the otters include.
So we have a behind-the-scene tour. It is usually in a group of around 8 people, and you go legitimately behind the scenes. You get to feed our porcupines, you get to feed our capybaras, you get to feed our kangaroos, you get to take pictures holding one of our baby kangaroos. You get to go inside and play with all of these guys. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 3. It depends on the day. We let them choose. But when you're in there, you sit down just like we are, and they do this to you. They jump on your lap. They try to get in your clothing. You get to pet them. Everyone asks, how long do you get to do it for? We don't have a time limit, so I hate to say a time, because then people will hold me to it, and sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. But I would say for the most part, it's enough time where everybody enjoys it, and we never rush out of there. And then when we're done with all of the playing with them and petting them and showing you how to use their toys, we allow you to try. It's up to Junior. If Junior wants you to hold him, we'll put him in your arms. You can hold him, cuddle him, take pictures with him, or video. And I would say 99% of the time, he loves it. But if at any time he does not want to be held, and I think maybe we've had one time that he didn't want to be held, we don't force it. With anything we do, we never force it. These guys love what they do, and the second you make them feel like it's a job, then I'm too afraid that they won't enjoy it as much. So that's typically what you get to do. Oh, then you get a sloth encounter, typically at the end. You get to meet one of our incredible sloths. You get to pet him, take lots of pictures. It is pretty awesome. If you go through some of our reviews, we've had a lot of unbelievable reviews. People post their pictures with the otters. And almost every picture I post or video I post online with people playing with the otters, those are all customers. The only other ones that I would post that aren't our customers during a VIP tour is if it's me or her. But 99% of all the stuff that I post online are actually pictures or videos that were taken during a behind-the-scenes tour, whether I took the video, or someone in there took the video, or it was one of the customers that sent us a video, or I asked if we could use it when they posted it on Instagram or something like that. So it is an awesome tour. I know it's expensive, but really, really cool.
She said all those animals, that's amazing. And then Brian said Junior loves beards.
Yes.
Junior does love beards.
He will groom a beard very, very well. Sometimes he tries to eat it, but otherwise he grooms it very well.
Yeah, and if anybody is watching here, if they want to comment, if they have been to a behind-the-scenes tour, comment to answer that question that they had. You know, what do you get? You could comment along the lines, your honest opinion, what you thought of it, if you actually came and did it. I know the only negative thing I've ever heard about our behind-the-scenes tour are from people that didn't come, and they were pissed off about the price. But I don't think they realize that we also have the opportunity for someone to pay $25 to come out here, which is an incredible tour as well.
We need 8 more.
We need 8 more shares until we do something unbelievable. We are going to switch different animals, and are we doing monkeys first or porcupine?
Monkeys.
We're doing monkeys
I
first?
think yeah.
Does Mom know to get the monkeys ready?
Mom, if you're watching this, get the monkeys ready. Please, and thank you.
Kristen said, I've seen a lot of pics with customers holding the sloth. How can we do that? I've signed for a behind-the-scenes tour coming next week.
So the holding the sloth is an additional price. During our guided safari tour, it costs $75 to hold the sloth, and that's something that's done after the tour. During the behind-the-scenes tour, we give a discounted price if you want to hold them after the encounter, and that's $50. All of that stuff should be online. You can book the sloth holding with the behind-the-scenes tour. If you already booked your behind-the-scenes tour and you want to add the sloth holding, you can check online if it's possible, and if it gives you a hard time adding it since you may have already booked the behind-the-scenes tour, you can text 561-350-6948, and my wife will be able to help you add it. And what day are you coming? If you're coming next week, and I'm curious, what day are you coming?
Brian Butler said that it was so much fun, it was 100% worth it. The worst part is leaving all of the wonderful animals and staff.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Brian.
you.
I think Brian was recently here, just a couple of weeks ago. So that is awesome. That is great. I always like to get some good feedback. I even like getting bad feedback sometimes too.
I have a question for you, Dad.
Oh God.
What's been one of your favorite things that's ever happened between you and an animal out here? Like favorite experience?
That's a tough one. I mean, they're all great experiences.
Or like one of the coolest things, or like just something that like you after that you were like, wow, that was really cool.
I think when probably the coolest experience I ever had that I was blown away by was when we were setting up for the fall festival at Bedner's Farm, and it was the first year we were going to do camel rides, and Blondie was extremely scared because Bedner's was having air cannons being fired off, and she was so afraid, and she didn't want to do camel rides. So I brought her there a couple of days just to see if she would get used to the sound, and she wasn't getting used to it. So the opening day of the fall festival, we had advertised we had camel rides, so I was kind of nervous about it because this was the first time we were going to be doing it. And when we brought Blondie out to do our first camel rides, she freaked out, like didn't want to do nothing. So I told her in her ear, she came down to my head, and I said, if you don't want to do this, I will take you home. I don't want to see you stress out. And I turned around, and I think I said it to Shawnee, ow. I said, Shawnee, go get the trailer. I'm taking Blondie home. And all of a sudden, I felt a big head just lay on my shoulders. And I was like, what the heck is that? And I turned, it's Blondie, and in her eyes, ow. Junior's ripping me apart right now. In her eyes, I can see that she legitimately said, okay, I'll do it for you. And I said, I walked her around to the platform, and she didn't freak out at all. Like, she was so calm, she looked happy, and I remember, I forgot who the test dummy was. I think it was Jordan. I think I put Jordan as a test dummy to see if she was ready to do it, if the air cannons were going to bother her. And we probably didn't have one issue ever again there after that conversation I had. And I explained to her when I told her I would take her home that there is nothing that can hurt you, that this is just an air sound that's coming out and it cannot get to you. And the fact that she comprehended what I said, thought about it for a minute, and then let me know that she's okay with it, all within just a couple minute period, that's probably one of the most amazing things that's ever happened in my life. Ah! Thank you. That was my arm.
Aaron said, I took the VIP tour with my kids. It was unbelievable. My son loves otters, and being able to play with them and pet them was an experience we will never forget, and definitely will be back soon.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much.
And Kristen will be here next Friday or Sunday.
Next Friday. Awesome. Friday is if you're bringing a kid under 16, and then Saturday and Sundays are adult only ones. So if you haven't booked yet, make sure you know that. Friday is our kids edition. If you're not coming with a kid, I highly suggest a Saturday or Sunday instead of Friday. And if you are bringing a child that's under 16, Friday is my putter almost fell down and scared the others, but thankfully something caught it. Friday is the only option if you're coming with a child under 16. Four more shares, guys. 4 more shares, and we are going to get our monkeys ready to come out, and our otters are going to go inside.
Kristen said no kids.
No kids? Come on a Saturday or Sunday. And what is the other there? Is he just playing with the ladder?
I think so, yeah.
The Butler family said they had so much fun when they came on
What are
the
you doing?
That is awesome. We have 4 more shares we need to bring our monkeys in. Okay? I don't know. Heather, are you watching right now? If you are watching, can you answer which monkeys will be coming in when we get 4 more shares so I know what to expect? Who that?
It might be. It might be too far up, but Suzanne said she bought the behind-the-scenes tour for her mom for Mother's Day, and her mom said it was the best gift she ever had.
That is awesome. And wait, which monkeys are we bringing in?
Sorry, I'm busy.
No. Which monkeys are we bringing in?
Franklin and Eleanor, but you're not supposed. I thought it was a surprise. You're not supposed to tell people.
No, I told everyone the monkeys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but can we do
I can probably go and do that once I bring the otters out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you? All right. So we'll have Eleanor and Franklin to start, and then we'll bring in Carnegie as well. Wow, I got bit pretty hard.
By Junior?
By Junior.
We're at 30 shares.
We're at 30 shares. That is awesome. All right. So we are going to. Are they ready yet? I hope so. But if you could, you hear the footprints of otters running around?
Yes.
They are. Oh, you're ready?
Ready.
Can you hear the footprints on the video?
When they shuffle back and
When they
forth?
shuffle back and forth or not?
I haven't well, so I really.
All right. When Al, do you want to have everyone come in here and help get the otters to bring them in, and then you can give me some monkeys.
Who's everyone?
Whoever can handle otters.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
All right, guys. So we are going to be taking our otters in. We're going to take Eleanor and Franklin. We're going to bring them out here. Remember, if you haven't shared this video yet, I'm going to check later and see who shared.
Say thank you for hanging out. Say we love you so much. Oh my God, is that just not the cutest face you've ever seen in your entire life? Okay. Here. Take Junior.
So if you haven't shared this live, make sure you share it now while we are.
Hope.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna give
can
you the
help her.
babies.
That one just
Yeah, it's Missy and Nessie.
bumped underneath
Come
there.
here, Harrison. Come here, Harrison. Okay, that's for you.
Wrangling otters. Come
Did
here.
one of them just jump behind you? Oh
Yeah.
no, she's under you. Okay, hi.
And ask a bunch of questions. I'm not going to answer them just yet because I can't see the questions coming in. When Hope gets back, she'll read the questions to me.
Oh.
Oh, I almost caught her.
She's right there. She's right there.
Come here. Come here.
I know. Such a
Come here.
Nessie, you want the towel?
This is the hardest job. Catching otters when they're in the house with us.
I got you. Come on, Missy.
There's so many places they like to go.
Come on, Miss.
And you can hear some of them starting to talk too, which is pretty cool.
Finger.
Whoa! I'm gonna get up now. I'm gonna move this camera. Did you just hear that? That was an otter yelling at us. Let's see.
Girls.
We'll put the camera up here, make it a little bit taller.
Okay.
How can you tell the otters apart? That's a great question. It is like if you ever had twins that look identical. Because you're the parent, you see their mannerisms, little dots on their face or their lips, or something that is a little bit different. You can tell them apart. All right, cool. Here we go, some monkeys coming in, and then when you give them to me, can you just grab that stuff? Thank you so much. Come here, guys. Come on. Oh, no, you got to come to Dada. There we go. Say hi to everybody. Do you have a milk mustache? She has a milk mustache. Very cool. Let's see. I am going to go sit down over here, and maybe we'll get them climbing a little bit, which would be pretty awesome. All right, so this is Eleanor and Franklin, which these guys are spider monkeys. They were on last week for a little bit. And let me just get this right. Now we're also going to bring Carnegie in here. This is their favorite spot to hang out, right on my head, right? Which is pretty cool. These guys are about a year old. They have only 4 fingers. I know if you've been watching, you already know this. But they are... Come here, who is this? Franklin? Come here, Franklin. Let's show everybody this. So their tail, this is like a hand. And this part of their tail, this 4 or 5 inches or so, is like your palm, okay? It kind of does stuff like this, right? Now, the tip of their tail, this right here, this is like a finger, and they actually touch stuff with it. So this tail is extremely important to them. It's legitimately a 5th arm for them, with an extra hand and a little finger over here, which is pretty cool. Now, Eleanor, come here, Eleanor. Come here, girl. Come here. Oh, he's gonna strangle me. Eleanor looks a little different than Franklin, if you could see. Eleanor is a lot different coloring. She has a lot more black on her, where Franklin has black and white, which is pretty cool. So, let's see. We have their best friend coming in. Carnegie will be in a minute. Right? You guys ready to see Carnegie? These guys eat lots of fruit and nuts. They are legitimately cuddle bugs.
Have you answered any questions?
I have not answered any questions. I couldn't see any.
Aaron wants to know how can you tell the otters apart?
Oh, that question I did answer.
Okay.
That's the only question I answered. Come here. So one of the hardest parts about hanging out with monkeys is you get no personal space, because this is legitimately what they do. So it can be very difficult doing anything when you're hanging out with a monkey, right? And then when they fight with each other, when they're like this, it is terrifying, because you just sit there and hope you don't get in the middle of their fight. Were there any other questions?
Not questions, but Stacy said, well, this is a question. Stacy said, can I babysit when I come over, please?
Of course you can. These guys are a handful, though. Right?
Maureen says they are absolutely adorable.
Let's see, what do we got? Oh, I gotta get this camera a little bit better. I can't see anything over here. There we go, that's a little bit better, right guys? Now, this whole entire room is set up for them to play, but anytime we're in here, they don't play. They don't do anything except for this, That's it.
32 shares.
32 shares. We need more shares. Joan's asking about the baby raccoon. Unfortunately, that baby raccoon passed away. Our vet was out here checking on her, and we noticed that it was having a kind of a stomach issue. The stomach was bloated a little bit, and we had only one way to fix that, to try to help, because she was having a hard time going to the bathroom, and we had to do something that was a 50-50 chance of possibly passing away from it. But our vet suggested that it was the best way to go about trying to save her, because she was unable to go to the bathroom, and because of her age, it was a little risky, but she felt that it was a 100% chance that she would not make it if she didn't give her an enema. And when it comes to animals like that age, an enema could actually be very dangerous. But under our vet's guidance, we decided to go ahead with that. And unfortunately, it did not work. But we knew from the beginning that there was a reason why the mom raccoon was trying to kill her kids. And it was most likely because she found that or sensed that there was something wrong with them. So unfortunately, we kind of had a feeling that it could be tough, but we've been very, very lucky as of late, so we had our fingers crossed, and that kind of stinks. That was a tough one. And if anyone asks and I don't answer, sometimes I've seen that come through. The last live or two I have answered, but I only answer it when my daughter's not around, because she'll bawl crying talking about it. So.
Dawn wants to know, do they ever get jealous of each other?
They get jealous of us. So if one of them doesn't want the other around one of us, they'll scream at each other and bite and fight with each other. But lately, the last week or so, they're not really that fussy. Actually, earlier today I came in here and they were with my wife, and he was wrapped around my wife's neck like he just was, but she was then hugging him like he's hugging me, like she's hugging me right now. But yeah, they do get jealous once in a while, but not all the time. It's up to them and what they have going on. Any other questions?
Just a bunch of cuteness overloads.
Lots of cuteness overloads. So let's see, what do we got going on here? So a couple of quick updates. I'll tell you guys what we have going on. If you didn't already know, we are going to be closed from September 4th until September 15th, I think. And in that like 10-day, 12-day period, we are going to be building our spooky safari. And if you've never visited our spooky safari, it's incredible. We decorate our entire property with a bunch of decorations. You can leave them over there, he'll come back. With a bunch of decorations, humongous skeletons. We have all our tour guides and people that work here dress up. They're going to be scarecrows they're dressed up as, Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, witches. It's going to be an unbelievable time. It's our 4th annual Spooky Safari. We just started advertising. We advertised way earlier this year than we ever have. We wanted to give people the opportunity to book earlier, because the last 3 years we have sold out most of October before October even starts. So we are going from September 16th till October 31st. And it is every Wednesday through Sunday. And I don't think we're open any other days, because I don't think school is off much in that time period. So that is incredible. It is going to be so cool. We have a corn pit. If you were here last year, we had a corn pit that was a 10 by 10 corn pit. We're going to make a bigger one with even more corn. And to be honest with you, that was one of my favorite things. I would sit in the corn pit when we were closed and just hang out there. My son would get home from school and just hang out in the corn pit. I don't know what it is about being in a corn pit, but it was pretty awesome. We're going to have, last year we had a hay maze. This year we're going to make a different kind of maze. It's kind of be like a corn maze / something else, which will be really cool. And then we are going to have a huge pumpkin patch. The pumpkin patch we have, the coolest thing about it is it's inside of a tiki hut. So the pumpkin patch is completely shaded. It's on the coolest part of our property. And awesome photo opportunities in our pumpkin patch. We decorate our pumpkin patch with lots of corn stalks, hay bales. We have obviously hundreds of pumpkins in there, and all other things you could stand next to, like giant 12-foot skeletons and stuff like that, which is cool. And a lot of people ask, is it too scary for kids? It's not. We don't scare anybody. A lot of the decorations are just there. We don't put them on. We used to do a scary thing at nighttime, but I don't think we're doing that anymore. Now, if you're just tuning in, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it is an episode that lasts about an hour. We introduce you to animals, we educate you on animals, we tell you what's going on at our park and our safari, and we ask you for one thing in return, and that is to share this live while you're watching. So if you can, please share it. It would be pretty awesome. And soon, what's that?
33.
Only 33 shares. So we are going to be bringing in a porcupine in a few minutes. But first, I'm waiting for another monkey coming. I think he's coming. His name is... Oh, there he is. Carnegie!
We got some snacks.
And we got some snacks. Come
What are
here.
you talking about?
Oh, look who's coming. We got corn.
The way he just walked over. I wish you guys were able to see the way Franklin just walked over on his back legs. He looked like an old guy walking over for some food. They love their baby snackies. So does Dad. They're peach puffs.
I've never had this flavor before.
They're delicious.
So we use Gerber Grain and Grow Puffs. These are delicious. If you guys want more, you got to open it yourself. There you go. Just kidding. I got some.
Frank Carnegie will figure it out. Yeah.
So we've got to get to 50 shares, and then we are going to take out Lola. And Lola is a full-grown African-crested porcupine.
Like an almond.
And we'll see if anyone here gets stuck with the porcupine quill. Just kidding. It probably won't happen. But you never know, because porcupines have very sharp quills. So we have 3 monkeys here. Al, I have a question for you.
I'm not answering the questions.
You don't even know what I'm going to ask.
I have a really
You
good
have
feeling.
absolutely no idea.
I have a good feeling.
Yeah?
Which monkey is the cutest monkey?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, exactly. You can't ask, that's like asking, so who's your cutest kid? Exactly. Exactly.
That's baloney.
That's the same, it's basically the same exact thing.
That's baloney.
No, it's not.
No, that's a cop-out. You can't be honest with them and telling them who's the cutest.
Okay, Carnegie.
You think Carnegie's the cutest?
Yes, look at his face. It's the cutest little face ever. Look how cute he is.
That's Carnegie, guys, by the way.
And look at his little hair. He's
But
got the best
Eleanor has hair just like that.
Eleanor has the weirdest hair I've ever seen.
I'm going to bring Eleanor close to the camera.
They're all just so cute. You can't.
Eleanor. This is Eleanor. Is that not the cutest face you've ever seen? Although, I think I'm starting to look more and more like her. And this is Franklin.
No, don't eat that.
Franklin looks like Elvis. I don't know. Franklin seems like he should be a rock star. Come here. Show everybody your beautiful, cute face. Because I think you're the cutest monkey ever. And then, Al, you bring over...
Carnegie?
Carnegie just left, didn't he?
He's coming.
Is he coming back? And then you bring Carnegie over, and we'll let you guys vote. Who's the cutest? We got Franklin. Here. We have Eleanor.
You might have to scoot over a little bit.
And we have Carnegie. I want some comments.
Where are you going?
He's the craziest monkey here. I can tell you that much.
He's leaving. Where are you going?
We have 1 vote for Carnegie. Who's the cutest monkey here? Carnegie.
He won't sit
Franklin
still
is the
long
one
enough.
with the black and white. And this is Eleanor, the cutest monkey here. Just let you
Heather
guys know.
first said Carnegie, but then she said no, they were also freaking cute.
Let's see.
Susan,
So-
I agree with you. You can't choose. It's too hard. It's not fair.
Franklin is so stylish. Look at his hair.
Franklin is he seems like he should be at a club in the 1970s with like bell bottoms and a and one of those shirts with
Like
a
a-
huge collar.
Like a button-down shirt.
Yeah, with a huge collar, which would be funny.
He's a rock star.
Yes, he is a little rock star. I don't know why he reminds me a little bit of Elvis. I think he has like a beard like
yes,
Elvis,
it's
like
the
that.
tufts on the side.
He's got frosted tips.
Oh, Carnegie.
That's fine. He can steal. You guys can all use your hands. Show everybody how good you are.
There we go. There's his face.
How many shares are we at right now? So when we get to 50 shares, we are bringing out Lola the porcupine, which is going to be pretty awesome. 33, that's it? Mm-hmm. All these new people coming in and watching, and they're not sharing our live? They
Look
are.
at that face. Oh, God bless you. Oh. You okay? Yep.
Is there nothing cooler than...
Yeah, tell him. Say, I'm the cutest monkey.
Here, take one. He might be the smartest one right now because he's the only one grabbing it for himself. If you guys want it, you got to grab it yourself, okay?
Look at him looking at us. That looks like me when I eat popcorn at the movie theaters. I take a whole handful and shove it in my mouth.
So what do you guys think? Is there one cute... Okay, there you go. That was an aggressive grab. Look, Franklin. Franklin's like, I don't really need it. He's getting ready for the club. Eleanor is the cutest. There we go. We got one for Eleanor. Are the monkeys are with people they don't know?
Maybe are they like that with people they don't know?
So...
I don't think so. I wouldn't say that they would be like this with other people that they're unfamiliar with.
No, I mean, if we're around and they're with us, they'll get off us and go meet everybody that's usually around. But it takes some time. It's not something that's easy. And we don't really like them going to other people that are new to them because monkeys do have the ability to bite. And they bite hard when they do. Hey, you can have some. Oh my God, that was hard to do that. So guys, if we can get a few more shares, we will bring in Lola, the African crested porcupine.
That should be interesting.
Which is going to be very interesting. We're going to take our monkeys out for that though, because we don't want them to get quilled. But African crested porcupines are incredible. And if you haven't seen or met Lola yet, you have no idea what you're missing. And the only thing that would stop me from bringing Lola in is if they start climbing. I can show you guys how much fun they have on the ropes. So how big are their teeth? Their teeth are actually pretty big right now, but their canines are not big yet. But their canines will get to be about that big, and their front and bottom teeth look just like ours. It's unbelievable.
Especially Eleanor's. I wish it was
Eleanor has big teeth. We actually make fun of her.
About her teeth.
In a cute way.
They're like the cutest teeth.
Let me see if I can show them. Eleanor, come here.
Like,
can we show them your
the
teeth?
cutest.
Come here. Come here. Come here. I want to show everybody your teethy weeties. Come here. Oh my God. Her neck. She's got my neck so tight with her tail. Oh, come here. Can I show everyone your teeth? Huh? If I take her off me, she screams. I'm not allowed to move her. I just want to show everyone your teeth. Look. She's. Come here. Come here. Oh, look at the cute little teethy weeties. Oh yeah. Oh, so cute. He's so cute. Come here. Come here, let's show everyone your teeth.
They're so white. They like flashed in the camera for a second. They were so bright.
Can we show them your teeth? Here, give me a thing for her to eat and bite. She has the cutest teeth ever. Come here. Eleanor. Hey, come here. Come here. Show everyone your teeth. No.
She's getting camera shy now.
Nope, she's not. She knows I want everyone to see her teeth. Well, that's her butt. What time is it right now?
7:44.
Do we have any other questions?
I'm checking the shares right now. Last time I checked, it was 36.
Show everyone the teeth. Come here. No, don't show anyone your teeth.
Still at 36.
All right, well, let's get ready to get Lola in here.
Susan says she's shy.
You want to grab some monkeys?
Yeah. I do want to grab this off the floor.
So we're going to take in Lola, the African crested porcupine. And it is going to be awesome. What are you taking?
Oh,
She could eat these.
the otters left a piece of fish on the
Oh.
floor. So before I grab a monkey, let me clean that up before Lola comes in.
All right, so we're gonna have Carnegie. Where are you going? Come here. I'm gonna take this camera. We'll hang out like this. Oh, I can't put my hand on there. Let's see, Carnegie. Where are you going, Carnegie? There's Carnegie. They can unlock the door, believe it or not. They can jump up on the ropes.
Hello, monkey. Hello.
We have ladders for them to go anywhere. If they want to go and play, they can go up to the ladders. They can go up on the ropes. They can hang out and play all over the place. And let's see. We have all ropes that go all the way across and swings. So they have lots of really, really cool, fun stuff to do. Right, guys? Look at them. And they know they're about to, they have to leave. Go. Go to your sister.
Come on, buddy.
Go on.
Come on, buddy.
Go to your sister.
Good job.
Eleanor. Go to your sister, Eleanor.
She's like, I ain't leaving my dad.
Eleanor does not like to leave me.
Come on, Mama. Come on, Mama. Come here.
Oh my God! Look at oh my!
Come on, Mama.
Holy macaroni!
There we go. Good girl.
Whew. God, you have no idea how tight that tail is. So we're gonna get set up right now to bring Lola in. We have no idea how this is gonna go, but it should be fun. We're gonna sit on the floor and hang out with her and give her her favorite treat in the whole world, which is corn on the cob. And she is gigantic. She is an African crested porcupine, which means she is the largest porcupine on the planet. So while they're getting Lola brought in here, if you guys can share, if you shared this video already, thank you so much. I know I keep telling people to share, but I don't think I thanked you guys enough for the ones that did share. If you already shared, don't share it again. You don't have to do that. I don't want to be annoying to your friends. But if you didn't share, it would be cool. And while we're waiting, let's see if I have any updates. I know we spoke about our spooky safari. That's at our private property for reservation only. But Bedner's Fall Festival is coming up, and we will be there again because our animal park is there. And we reopen at Bedner's September 23rd, I believe, is the date. They are having their fall festival. It's going to be incredible. They have a lot of shows. We're going to be putting on special shows there as well. I don't have the exact, all the information, but I think, no one quote me here, but I think we're doing 2 shows a day for everyone that comes out there. So we'll have 2 different times. We'll bring animals out, do a huge show. It'll be behind our animal park. They're building a huge area, last I heard. So we're super pumped about that. We're also building a gigantic tiki hut, which is going to be really neat. So the entire west side of our animal park, it's a 150-foot long tiki hut. So the feeding area will be fully covered. The exotic area where our sloths, lemurs, porcupine, and monkeys will be fully covered. Our entire kangaroo area will be under a tiki hut at Bedner's this year, so that should be really awesome. We're super pumped up about that. All the posts are in the ground already, and I believe they're starting to work on the roof in the next week, so that's exciting. So if you visit our spooky safari, don't forget to visit our fall festival at Bedner's, which is pretty cool. And hopefully Lola will be coming in a minute or two.
We're up to 40.
40 shares. Thank you guys very much. Shares are super duper important. I think next week we're going to start doing these lives, and I think we're also going to be doing them on TikTok, which would be cool. And I hear my door opening, which means Lola is very close to coming in. Is Lola coming in? I hope so. Or some weird ghost just opened my door. I hear footsteps. We have a porcupine coming in. Do we have that corn on the cob?
Yep. I'm gonna
Yeah,
set her
right down there is
just like this.
perfect. And give me that corn on the cob.
Perfect.
All right, you can open it.
And she'll eat your pages full morning.
So this is Lola's favorite treat in the whole world. I'm gonna bring this down here.
She's gonna eat my toes.
Let's see. We have her in her carrying case. Although you can actually pick her out. So. All right. This is Lola's favorite treat in the whole world. Lola, come say hi, Lola. Come on, girl. Lola, you've been in here before. Come here. Come say hi.
Beautiful. Hello, Mama.
Come here.
Hello.
Come on.
Hello, baby. Oh, she smells probably the snacks.
So this is Lola. Lola is an African crested porcupine.
Look what we got.
And as you can see, she has gigantic quills. Some of those quills are probably close to 2 feet long. I don't know if you could tell on the video how big she is, but she is gigantic. Come here, baby. Oh, come here. Oh, she just found it. And when she eats corn, she can legitimately eat corn like
entirely.
Like a person would. Oh, she wants to
You gotta
sniff
taste
around
of
the place.
Those other snackies too.
Now, porcupines actually have a very odd scent. They smell different. I don't even know how to explain that smell. They also can make a sound very similar to a rattlesnake.
Yeah, the quills on her tail are hollow, so when she shakes them, it makes a rattling noise, and that's going to be their first.
Put the camera more on it right there, a little bit more.
It's going to be the first thing they're going to do in order to warn a predator, to let them know that they're getting nervous and that they should back up.
Since she's in a great spot, I want to show them something. So I don't know if you could tell, all these quills are super sharp, right? But then we have some longer ones. See those long ones in the back? Those are actually whiskers. Those are not sharp. All these other ones are really sharp, okay? But the long, skinny ones, those are actually whiskers. And what those whiskers do is allow them to feel something behind them without them actually touching their quills. So when they need to turn. They can pretty much feel whatever's behind them, just like another animal would use their whiskers on their face. They use their whiskers on their backside. And she's having so much fun. Lola, come on, your favorite. I've got your favorite. Come here. Here, you take it yourself. And her quills make noise. They are the same material as your fingernails would be. So I don't know if you could hear that. Probably not in the greatest spot right here. But just don't back up. Look at those beautiful quills. Now, hold on. This is going to be insane. Watch this. So you see these things down here? That is where she can actually use that to make a sound. They look like little plastic straws. I don't know if you can see the plastic straws right there. Those plastic straws, she can shake and make a sound that sounds exactly like a rattlesnake. And that's how she can let a predator know to back away or if she's not happy with something. Same thing with us. She can let us know if she's bothered by shaking, bless you, by shaking those things, which is pretty cool. As you can see, she has some long quills, and these are not quills, like these two right here. These are whiskers. So these are, can you see now?
Yep.
So these are actually whiskers, not quills. The rest are quills. And she can move her quills just up and out, just like she just did. Right, baby? She loves to be pet. We'll show you how she likes to be pet in a minute. She's just smelling everything out. She's actually been in here before, a lot actually. She grew up in this room. She probably spent about a month in here.
A few questions. Marilyn said, did she ever shoot them out?
So that's a great question. Porcupines actually cannot shoot their quills. Most people think they can, but they cannot. They can back into you. Okay,
Don't do that.
don't eat our couch. They can back into you, and then when they back into you, they can quickly move away, and they leave the quill inside of you, but they don't actually shoot out like you would think. Come here, Lola. Come here, girl.
She's friendly.
She is extremely friendly. If she wasn't friendly, I wouldn't have her in here. You can pet her and cuddle with her.
And how long have you had her?
We've had her for about 3 years. And she is full grown. She's pretty big. We have 3 porcupines in total. And their teeth are so strong. Look what she just did to my couch. 1 bite. Pretty awesome stuff. She's just figuring everything out in here. Any other questions? Do you guys have any questions about Lola or porcupines?
Are the quills poisonous, or are any species of them poisonous?
They're not poisonous, but they're not poisonous, but they are barbed. So when they get into you, they really burn coming out. But I think there may be another porcupine that does have.
Well, I don't know as far as other porcupines, but I do know that African crested porcupines at the end of their quills have natural antibiotics in them, so if they poke themselves or each other, it doesn't cause an infection when they're removed.
Really? That's pretty interesting.
Because during the mating process, sometimes it's a little difficult to not quill each other, so if it does happen on accident, they don't have to worry about getting severely injured from it. Because an infection can be pretty dangerous to these guys in the wild, or even to their predators.
Now, where in the wild would you find these guys, Al?
You'll find them in Africa.
And how do you know that?
Because they are African crested porcupines.
Just wanted to test her.
Don't eat the couch,
Hey, no
Lola.
eating the couch, Lola.
We
Eat
got
the
corn.
corn.
Oh, you know what I can go get her?
What?
I think we've got good grapes in here.
Oh, she
really
loves grapes.
She's not. I'll be 2 seconds.
She's taking the corn.
Oh, she is eating.
Just got the grapes.
Grapes too?
'Cause she's.
How much does she weigh?
It's a good question. We haven't weighed her in a while. I'd say probably 25, 30 pounds. She's pretty hefty. I think she just looked at herself in the camera. And she's like, what the heck? There's another porcupine in here? Did you see another porcupine?
Jenny said, so you said you can cuddle with her. How can you do that without getting stuck by a quill?
She chooses not to quill us. She tightens her quills when she gets very cuddly. You can even pick her up.
Okay.
How do we get the animals that are on the property?
The majority of the animals that are here have been rescued or adopted. Oh my God, you're giving her my mango.
Because I feel bad that I lied. I thought we had grapes. We don't have grapes.
We don't have grapes?
They were cherries. But I know how much she loves mangoes. I have to steal some. Oh gosh.
Just move that light.
You want on this side of her?
Yeah.
Oh, she finished that already?
Yep.
Holy moly. Here, Lola. I got some more for you, girlfriend.
Have a bite. I love Lola more than any other porcupine on the planet, right? Are you the best porcupine ever? Yeah? When I go in her enclosure, I'll lay on the ground and she will legitimately climb on me.
Lola.
Lola, come here, girl. Come here, Lola. Where are you?
She's leaving. She'll find the couch. Come on.
We got to get Lola back.
Come on, Lola. Come here, pretty girl.
So as you can see, our ceiling has lots of fun stuff to play with for monkeys and sloths and lemurs. Oh, almost got in trouble there. And Lola is venturing to a part of this room that's hard to get to because it's behind the couch and we have an enclosure there with nothing in it right now. Come on, Lola. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Lola. Come here, Lola.
She's slowly but surely making her way over there.
Come on, girl.
Let's go.
Here she
Back
comes.
this way. Come on, let's go. Good girl.
Can you
Come on.
also grab my phone away right there? So I can
Yes.
look at
God bless you.
You're not gonna be able to fit back there, ma'am.
All right, don't worry about it. If she wants to hang out back there, she can.
Okie dokie.
She'll come back out when she wants. So, guys, while we're waiting for, just put the mangoes down. While we're waiting for Lola to come back out here, do you guys have any questions? I'll wait for Lola so she doesn't feel like she has to do anything. And I'm gonna put my phone right here.
Come on.
And there she comes. Come on, Lola. We got mango, and she likes it back there. Look
Yeah.
at that. Well, any questions about African crested porcupines while we wait for Lola? And I'll wait for questions.
Not necessarily one about Lola, but Jen wants to know if we're all self-taught. Like, where did you learn about these exotics?
Yeah, I'd say self-taught's probably the best way to describe it. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to even regular school past 10th grade. But the best way for us, or for me, to learn about these guys is spend a lot of time with them. You learn so much more by watching them and learning about each individual personality than anything else that you can imagine. Every single animal is different. Every species is the same. I don't care what anyone says. And what I mean by that is that they all look at you and they figure out if they like you based off of your voice, your body language. And when you look at any other animal that I have on this property, they all the same, except different personalities. So when you talk to them like you are talking to another human being. Right? You look at them, you figure out, are they a wise guy? Are they a serious one? Because some animals are serious. Some of them are like, they don't even like joking around. They're kind of, you gotta like be a little different around them. And then you have some animals that are the wise asses of the group and always want to mess with you, and you have to treat them a little bit different. So I like to think of all of my animals as human beings, and I treat them just like I would treat another human being. I treat them with respect. I also hang out with one friend different than I might hang out with another one. So if like you're hanging out with an animal that's more serious, crack a few jokes, they don't like it, you're probably going to get your butt kicked, and they'll probably think you're annoying. So every animal you have to kind of figure out just like you would figure out friends. And I always compare that to going to like elementary school, where you walk down the hallway and you kind of quickly have to identify, what people you like, what people you don't like. What people are happy, mad, or sad, and you could do that with all these animals. It's the same exact thing, which is pretty cool. So if you read books about animals, most of it's bullshit. I found that it is such, it's like ridiculous. If you read books and you read about certain animals, you probably would never spend time with Lola. You would probably think this is the most dangerous animal and it's super scary and you can get really, really hurt, which you could get hurt, but if you spend a lot of time with them and you realize that they care a lot about you, they're not going to try to hurt you unless you do something stupid and you're disrespectful to them. And as you can see, she's climbing all over me right now.
Which, out of all the animals, which one do you think is the most serious? I have my top 3.
Franklin is pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty serious guy.
Yeah.
Not in a mean way, in a like he's
very formal.
Yeah, he's very proper, I
Yeah.
guess would be the best way to say that. What? She just heard a weird noise. Let's see, who else is serious? I would say Ford is pretty serious. Yeah. He's a serious.
I was going to say Duke.
Duke is pretty serious.
And Maggie.
Maggie's pretty serious too. But Maggie's only serious because she had a rough life. So
yeah.
she had a very
I think
rough
she's
life.
let loose a little bit, but I think she's definitely one of the more serious ones that we have out here for sure.
So we'll see if we get Lola to come back here one more time, and then we're gonna
Has Lola always been this calm?
As she's gotten older, she's gotten calmer. When they're a little bit younger, they're maybe a little bit crazier, but she has always been super friendly and affectionate to all of us. Believe it or not, my oldest son did most of the raising her, and they were best friends, and they still are. But like he could go in there and pick her up, no problem, and we just have to listen to that because that's the cutest sound ever.
I love when she does that. She hears Addie talking, I think, out there. Every time Addie says something, she freezes.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, don't.
What species are all of the serious animals?
So the ones that we just mentioned, one of them happens to be a porcupine, one of them is a kangaroo, and who else did we say?
Maggie. She's
Maggie is a camel. So it's not.
And Ford. He's another.
Oh, and Ford is another porcupine. So it's not species related. It's just their personality. They have a more of a serious personality. And serious doesn't mean mean at all, but you act different around them because they want you to act that different. Like I have some serious friends, and like I'll still crack jokes around them, but maybe not as much as friends that are a lot more, I guess laid back or calm, if that makes any sense.
Even within those species, we have ones that we would consider to be more like playful and like our camels, like Carl. Well, actually, Carl's kind of serious too. He's a gentleman.
He's more like a gentleman.
Like B. B is like a jokester.
B is a jokester. B, our camel, will kill you because she's having fun. You got to, but that you need to know because she's probably one of the most, have fun type animals out there, but she will kill you having fun with you.
Zoe.
Zoe too. Zoe's super friendly, but she will kill you having fun with you. So you need to know all of these personalities.
Which animal would you say is your most misbehaved?
We actually don't have one that's very misbehaved. I mean, if I...
All right. No. We do. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't cover up.
I don't know.
Don't cover up the most misbehaved animal. So we do. We have a very misbehaved dog.
No, she's not
She
misbehaved.
She is misbehaved. Foxy.
She's
okay?
not.
Yeah, she is.
Come on.
She is the craziest dog you'll ever be around.
She's the cutest thing ever.
Okay.
The next maybe Thursday they'll meet Foxy, because she's like amazing. Everyone loves Foxy.
Yeah. You know what they say, like, every parent's children are the cutest? That she's one of those parents.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say out of all of the species of animals that we have out here, our camels are probably the most misbehaved. Because they're just mischievous. And they know how big they are, and they know how strong they are, and they'll just do whatever they want whatever they want.
Yeah, you're right. They'll just bite you out of nowhere. They'll knock you to the ground and sit on you.
They'll lean on fence lines just because they know how big they are. Or the cows. But the cows are misbehaved just because they're big. I don't think they do it on purpose. They're just
they don't do it on
sweet.
purpose.
But that's the only. Some of the animals are just too big for their own good,
Yep.
They don't. They're actually we have the best cows in the whole world. Oh my god!
What?
Why haven't we brought Willow on alive?
Oh, we can. Maybe
Willow
we'll do
will
it.
be on maybe Thursday.
Willow's been in the house before.
Yeah, she loves coming in the
So
house.
I don't know if you guys know, but Willow is a one-eyed cow. That's why her name is Willow. And we call her One-Eyed Willow. Maybe we'll bring her in the house next week for live or Thursday.
She loves being in the house.
We're trying to get a special guest to come on and bring some animals that aren't from here. So maybe we'll do that on Thursday too. We'll see if we can get someone out here.
Oh my god.
That's the cutest sound ever. I don't think I look like that. Hold on.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh god, Ben.
So Michael said Foxy is so sweet, and then Heather goes, Michael's delusional.
I would. The chewing is very cute. At least when she does it, not me. Well, guys, I think I'll leave you on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Our Animal Adventure. Got to meet some incredible animals. We can't thank you all enough for sharing these videos. Make sure you take a look at some of our other content. Scroll through our page.
Oh, she's getting the zoomies.
Oh, she's getting the zoomies. No one got quilled tonight.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Come here. Oh, God. I just got the stare down. Did you see that? Well, guys, thank you again so much. We'll see you Thursday night, 7 p.m.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.